FromTraining.tv. My name is Margaret. I'll be your broadcast engineer for today. Good to all have you here. We're here to talk about the wonderful and amazing FileMaker platform as usual. So we do this 5 days a week at pretty much the same exact time, 1 p.m. Pacific time. That only ever adjusts for people when the US does time changes, which we're not going to be having one for a while. We just did one. We're finishing up today's mini-series on understanding FileMaker's layout architecture, day 3. With that all being said, if you'd like to support the channel, we would greatly appreciate it. With our FM Training annual, we got bundles, basically. Bundles of a lot of videos of a lot of hours. This one has FileMaker. This one has all of our video courses in the calendar kit. This is our 3 primary courses. Basically, we do these live streams for free. We cover a lot of topics in these streams. We can get from very basic to extremely advanced. But in terms of like thorough roundabout knowledge, you're probably best doing one of our video courses. If you are new to FileMaker or you've got some gaps in your stuff, I would recommend going and grabbing the videos. Or you just don't like hour-long sessions. That's also very valid. Okay, Nick, you're not feeling great today, so I don't anticipate we'll be here for very long, but good to have you here.
No, I'm not feeling very good today, but it's okay. So first, thank you for the introduction and thank you for joining in today, everybody. Sorry for my voice. I try to be as clear as possible. I want to get back to the business of, let me go and share my screen that way. So I want to make sure that you guys understood well this sliding object in the layout and when you print stuff, right? So but the thing I want to show you about this printing thinking is that we can combine multiple parts and we can use this resizing and sliding and stuff like this in a very interesting way. Okay, so I try to get. So first of all, I want to show you something here. So let's say I have a list, right? So I have a list. This is a list, right? So and I have a field like this, right? So this is a typical list view, right? So I have a list like this, right? And I have this object here, right? As you can see, if I make this list bigger like this, and I make this field bigger, right? I can let me remove this. And if I say that I want to slide up based on all objects and also resize the enclosing parts, right? So you see, he said you reduce 8 of layout part enclosing select field, right? See, and this is, so it does this. So what that means, it will reduce the size of this based on the objects that is enclosing, right? So also resize enclosing parts. So if I do this and I select this setting here, if I go browse mode, nothing happened, right? So he put the field, the size of the field normal like this. But if I print save as PDF or preview, this is what happened. So he resize the field based on this, right? So also it works if you do something like this, if you put a label here, label, okay. If you put a label here or text, okay. And you say this also, this happened, right? So it's slide up. So we need to do this, right? So it moves the text as well, right? The text that is on top of it will move up like this, right? Tuck, 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 like this. So that's interesting, right? Because so this is on list view. So you can present, like, for example, you have a report, you have a report with different records like this, right? And then you can show multiple, so you can see, you can build something like this. So let's say I don't want this, right? And then you want a separation like this, for example, right? And also you put this like this how it happened, right? So you can have something like this. So you can optimize your thing. Also, right? You can say labels, right? And you can put something like this. So let's say we put the labels here. And so I want to show you all the possibility that you can have. You can put bold, smaller, right? So you have the label here. We can glue it like this. You can put like this, right? And to do like this, and to do like this, right? And we can say this is a section 1, right? Section 2. So let's say you have a report like this. I think so it's free, right? So you have a report like this, and then you can say this. See? So you can condense depending on how big the thing. After that, what you can do also, you can have a leading grand summary, right? Where you can say introduction, for example, or um, introduction, right? And you can put a piece of text. I don't know if I have still my lorem ipsum stuff here, so I can bring some text here and right. So you can put inside the leading run summary, right? You can also put a big thing like this. So let me, right, resize this. So you can resize this, the introduction, right? In the leading run summary, you put the text here, and also you say you want this like this. So also you can use multiple parts like this, like I just did, right? So you can use a list view, right? A body, and use big leading run summary, and and smaller, and I can add also a trailing run summary, right? And do the same thing, right? So I can put a piece of text. And also something that I want to show you is that it works with merge fields. So that means I can merge fields. So I can put many fields together. It will work as well, right? So if I put this here, so I have a enclosing like this, right? So I need to go to the end. So I need to do this, yeah. Okay, and here, sliding up. But I need to go to the last, I don't know if this will work, because, so this is the leading run summary, the trailing run summary, I need to put something in the introduction of, hold on, because I don't have records. I need to put something in the fields here. Okay. Browse mode. So I need to put something here. I need to put something here. I need to put something here. Okay. So now it will work. Okay. So as you can see here, I have my trailing run summary, the leading run summary here that got resized. I have each field in each list in the body in the list view also got resized, and then I get my trailing run summary that got resized as well, right? So it's you can combine, you can build something like this, but it works also with that's what I want to show you, that you can do that also with you can build something like this if you want. So like this, right? It works also with text, right? So if you add this, right? It works also with text, right? And with text that you can even put a piece of text here, right? Okay, you can put a piece of text here, right? And it will work as well. So if I do this and I say slide up, boom, see, it got up like this. It follows, right? So that's cool. Something that you need to make sure that if you do something like this, well, it doesn't know what to do, right? So if you cross object like this, it doesn't know what to do and it breaks everything. Boom, everything broken. See, it didn't work. The if you don't do this, right? If you do this, now it works, right? So you need to make sure that when you do something like this, you don't have crossed object and stuff like this, right? Because of course, it works also when you have side-by-side objects, right? So we need to make sure that. Do we have any questions?
Not at the moment, just people following along.
Okay. So because I'm running out of I wanted to come with some example and stuff like this, but I was feeling so bad today. I stayed on the bed, so I didn't come with any good example. But if people want me to talk about something else, or because I'm pretty much done with explaining this stuff. So the thing is, for the parts here, you know. So we can go crazy here, So
Hmm.
most of the time, uh, uh, how we use this, right? The um, the sub summary like this. You can
Hmm.
have you can have many sub summaries, right? So you can have a trading, for example, here I have the country separation and the initial separation, right?
Hmm.
And I put the total here, but the best way, to do this is to put something like this, when you do the part setup. So I have a leading by country and a leading by initial, right?
Hmm.
Let's create the same, but the trailing by country, right?
Hmm.
And the trailing by initial, right? Or No, by, we can do that by initial. The trading by initial. Okay. Print below. So I have the by country, initial, and initial country, right? And I can do this, right? So I can put the total here and the total here and the grand total. So I have multiple. So when you do this, right? So this is what you get. So you get by country, right? So you get the total. So you have the country for records, and then you have the total like this at the bottom, not on the top, right? So it's more you can understand. So you have that's why we can get above and below, above and below, because this, right, and this are connected together. They're related, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if I change the sort, I remove the country and I put initial instead,
Mm-hmm.
this is what I get. So I need to go up. So I get all the A's, and I have the total of all the A's.
Oh.
So you can change based on the sort. So if I sort by initial and country, or country initial, now I have both, right? But now it starts to be a little bit more difficult to understand. So you have yes and no, depending on
Yeah.
how you present this.
Yeah.
Okay,
You depend
so
on the UI.
yeah, it's better for first if it's not you don't understand anything. Or I can show you this if you want how to fix this. You know how to fix this. Why you can't understand what happened here. Okay, so first this is why too many things. So first we need to make sure because see here we have separations, colors, grays. Okay, so first let's remove those things. Okay, then let's put everything blank. Okay, blank and blank. Make sure that we have all the text, gray, uh, black, black. Okay. I hate when you do this. So let's fix this, right? So here, for example, right? So how this look like? Now, if I go browse mode, it looks like this. So we better, we better. But we have a problem here, right? So we have a problem because this here, right? I want this to be at another place than this, you know? That's why it doesn't work well, right? So what I want, let's fix this first, right? So depending on if I want to see this here, I'm going to put that here, and I'm going to put that smaller, much smaller, 10, right? And you put that here, and you put this a little bit grayish, right? Let's fix this, remove minimal box, right? We have too much space here. We need to remove the space. Okay. So this is how it works now, right? So we better, but I'm going to remove many of the lines, because now the problem we have is to put everything blank, because it's not really blank. Blank, 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 blank. Okay. So now we need to remove all the lines, the separation. There's this, pretty much removing everything. Okay. So let's do. Now is better, but it's not perfect, right? Okay. So this here and this, we're going to combine them both. Okay. So the text here and this, we're going to combine. So how we do this, right? So we combine this and this. So you can combine a merge field, right, with a calc. You can do that, right? You can do that. So instead of having this, I have this now, right? But you can combine, you know, instead of saying this was the demo for records, right? But I typically don't do this, right? So I do the count, right? The count of ID, like this, get summary. So I want the count, but I don't want the word records, right? So typically what I do, get first count, and if count equals records. So I don't want I can see very well. Edit layout calculation. So count, I don't want this, right? So pretty much I just want this, right? But I want this like this. I want this and the summary and this, right? So now I have something like this, right? So you have, oh, I don't want the hyphen here, right? So you have W1, 3, M3, T. So you have the number of how many records you have here, right? We can do the same for the country, right? We can do the same for the country. So I get this. So you can delete this and delete this and do the same as I did here. So this and this. And, right? But with the country. So we merge the field country and we copy paste this. So you can do this. You can combine a merge field, right? You can do this. There's no problem doing this. And I can copy this size, right? So now I have this, right? So here, I don't want this space here. So I can make this smaller. Browse mode, right? And I can make it smaller as well, this, right? So we start to understand a little bit better what happened here, right? So now let's fix this. So let's put this like this. I don't need the total, right? So let's put like this. And so we have many, so this one is per initial, this one per country, right? So maybe we can, you know, we have three like this. So we can make it a little bit smaller, right? And this one bigger. Maybe not go bold. Maybe I can put it 15, right? And typically the amounts, we put them on the right? Because they are numbers. So like this, but this is not enough to understand what's going on, right? So it's not easier to make that understandable, but the best is to remove uh, all the all the bars and all the separation, right? And play with this. So now I have this. So I can do those bold, right? So now I understand that this, so here, this is the prime is this is when you have two like this, this is this is not understandable, right? Because you have two, you have the island, right? And the W. See, you have this, the country ends this, right? So that's why here it could be interesting to put a separation, right? So you understand now? So you have this,
Yes.
this, and boom, right? So something like this, And of course, we have a lot of blank space here that we can remove, right? And right? So Afghanistan and things like this, right? You can understand better what happened here. You have a separation, but the black separation is very strong. I typically don't use black for this type of stuff. Even gray, see, it's very strong. We need to go to the light gray, right? Like this, right? But anyway, um, the goal here, when you have something like this, right, is not putting uh, boxes and stuff like this, because you need to remove everything. You remove everything, right? And then you put only what you need. And then what you need to do is to use uh, the size, right? You use the size, you use the bold, but you don't put boxes and stuff like this because it's very hard to understand. And don't be afraid to put the thing close like this, right? It needs to be very close like this, right? See, like this. So now you understand what's going on here, 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 right? And here is the third one here, this one, you can put it bigger. Actually, you can put it as big as this one. This is country. Yeah, like this. Let's see. See? And you can even remove the bold. Let's see. Yeah, this is interesting. Like this. right? But here I have I think I have I have the running here, the running total. I don't want the running total. I want to see, yeah, like this, right? So now you understand better the total that, you know, right?
Oh, that looks much better. That's
Yeah,
fast.
because I have I'm encapsulating this, right? So I have the separation here, right?
Hmm.
It's not perfect, but for
Well,
the
you can look at it visually and understand what you're looking at like pretty much immediately, even if it's not perfect visually beautifully, but you know what you're looking at. It's a country
yes,
with initials and different amounts of subtotals and then a massive subtotal for the country at the bottom.
yes, and it's important to remove the everything that is not necessary, right? So it's very important, right? For example, this here, the last first address amount, it needs to be on top of the column. You cannot put that on top here and then have separation and then you know what I mean, like it was before, like this, right? So you can do this like it was. This is totally, and you can't understand this, that you have last, first address amount, and then you have the separation. No, what you need to do is to do this. So you include this, right, in the order of appearance. Okay, you know what I mean? So um, you need to you put this in a sub summary of the last, like appears like this, right? Then you have this, and each time you have a new letter, then you have the the labels that comes on top of the column. This is understandable, right? This is okay. This is correct, right? This is this is this is doable, right? So something maybe I can show you. Uh, let's say you have a text here, okay? Let's say you have a text here in the layout. So let me go there and say I want this to be table view. Let's say I'm going to put some text here. I want to show you something before we go. And let me put some text, right? Putting some text here, putting some text here, some text here, right? And oops, here too, and here. Okay, so let me put it smaller here, bigger, and much smaller, right? So now I'm presenting this in list view, right? And let's say here I'm putting the text, right? Putting the text, right? Remember, we can combine this. So I'm putting the text like this, and I'm doing this, right? For example, and I say, I want to slide up like this, right? And I do browse mode, I do preview mode. Uh, why it doesn't work? I said this. Yep. You should have subsummary ground frame. It didn't work. Hold on, because I might have. So you need to check if you have a page break somewhere. No? Yeah. See, I have a page break here. So see? So um it's it worked. That means you see now that you can combine multiple parts in list view with the subsummary sorted by, and here I have a piece of text that got resized, right? You can see here, right? I got a small one here and a bigger one here, and he resized the objects, this. So it's a pity that I cannot show the this one here. So let me show maybe 80%. See? So the total got up too, right? So see the total here, it got up like this, right? Because right, it's there, right? Like this. But I could have said this, right? And it will have follows as well. I think so. No, didn't. Why? It should have. It should have followed. Or maybe I need to put it down, something like this. But anyway, uh, if I do this, right? Sometime, no. See, so you have to play a little bit with this, right? Sometime where you put the objects, right? If you want the thing to come here or to come here, depend, right? But side by side, it works like this, right? So that was interesting to see that you can combine multiple, the text like this, it gets, you know, also, if you have something like this, right? And you do this as well, right? So you see here, so if I go browse mode and I put like a bigger address here, right? And a smaller here, like this, it will adjust also the size of each rows based on what you have. See? So you can build very advanced reports using this technique here.
Well, this is really cool. I did not know this.
Yes, you can do that, but only on printing, right? So if you go browse mode, this is what you get, right? You get this, right? So it look messy in browse mode, but most of the time, what we want to do, we want to print those things, right? So that's interesting that you can use multiple parts like this. You can use text, right? You can combine stuff like this, right? You can build stuff, complex construction like this. And you can use that technique here, the sliding up, like this, and you can have big text and it will adjust the size automatically based on the text you have in, right? So it can be interesting to play with this, right? So we can do this, okay? Right? See? So we're back on the normal 8th. So we can fix this here, the amount, to have all the amounts the same. Okay. Boom. See? It was very well, right? So, well, if we don't have any question, we can wrap up. So sorry if today was a light day, but I
No,
did my best.
no, you're
Do we?
good. We have one question actually.
Yes, yes.
I'm trying your initial sort, but I'm missing something as I only get the A.
You get only the A. What do you mean by this?
Like, do you only get like the first record A, Canberra, or are you getting all of the A's, but no other letters? It shows the list, but just the A in the sub-summary part.
Okay, so first, what you need to do, right? You know, when you do something like this, let's say I'm going to do the initial two. Okay, so initial two is the same, but you create a field with the calculation, like the upper left last. Okay, right? You need to activate this field. I mean, you need to fill this field. Okay, so because it comes you know, empty. It comes empty. Correct? Is empty. So if you do, so you need to fill this. To do this, this is the left of last. So if I replace the last by itself, be careful. I'm not saying that you replace with small, all of them, right? No, no. You replace with itself, with the field itself. So that means when you do this, you replace the field with the content it has, and that activate this, right? Then when you have the field, right, you need to make sure that you have the part setup, subsummary sort by initial two, right? You print above, right? So it's there. And then you drag your field, and then you need to sort with initial two and put that on top. Now I have it. I have the A's, I have the B's. See? So you need to, you know, what did you miss here?
That help you at all, Canberra?
You need to make sure this is in the subsummary sorted by the field.
The person who's he's trying to figure it out. So
No, it's not very complicated. When you will see this field, I have many examples here, right? I have this example here. I have many examples you can follow, and you know, I have simple example, more complex example. So you will be able to figure out, right? And so if we don't have any other question, well, I think we're good to go.
oh, huh, interesting.
Yeah. Well,
There's a screenshot. That is
oh,
hold on.
but did you put that the A? Did you put that in the summary? Can you show me a screenshot in the layout mode, Canberra? Yeah, because he shows this, right? So I
He
show
says
the
sure,
audience.
so we can
So
blind
I'm
request
not
that.
sure what's going on here. I'm not sure what this is. If it's a, it look like a leading ground summary, but not a sub summary. That's why the A here need to be in a part that says sub summary sorted when. So that's why.
I'm sending you more pictures.
Okay. Okay, and the sub summary is sorted by initial when you double click on it. So
Yeah,
he shows
there's
me the.
another picture of what the thing pops up.
And did you sort by initial in the sort order, right? So the sort order, because you can screw up very quickly your stuff. So that's why I'm asking all those questions. You can screw up very quickly.
Yes. I took a screenshot of like the sub-summary one sorted by, and then it says he said initial. So he says that he sorted by initial in the sort order. So
That's very weird. Huh?
are you on 21.1? Is there a bug?
No, I don't think so. That's weird. But the sort order, or I mean, this sort order. Okay, let's go to the let's go here
If you're
and
doing something on screen, I don't see it.
oh yeah, I post this. Okay, so
There we go.
let's add a part setup here and by initial print above and I put the initials here, right? So now I have this by initial, right? And this by country. So if I go browse mode, if you sort, see, you need to this here, you need to make sure that you sort the right order, right? When you sort the records, because if you put this here, you can screw up everything, right? So you need to make sure that you have the initial first, then country and this. So if you have multiple sort or sort keys, I don't know your sort keys, right? I don't know how you do this. Maybe because if you don't sort, it doesn't come at all.
I sent you more screenshots, by the way. So
Oh, okay. So let me see. Yeah, you did everything right, right? So it does. It did everything right. Initial. That weird. Okay,
are
so
you on the right table? It's a dumb question to ask.
yeah, but dumb question. But sometimes it's. But here it's hard to get to another one. It's um initial country. Yeah, everything looks good in my opinion, but
Yeah.
you know,
Well, every once in a while, FileMaker spits out a mystery for us.
yeah.
Uh,
Anyway,
I I'm sorry that you're the receiver of that mystery. Thank you, Nick. This has been a good series. Thank you, everybody. We will see you. I'll see you tomorrow with Hans,
yeah,
but I
and
will see you next week, Nick. Hopefully,
next week,
feeling a lot better.
yes. Thank you.
Have a good one, everybody.
Have a good one. Bye bye.